Excuse me, pwede ba kitang matanong?
Yes po.
Pabor ka ba sa impeachment ni VP Sara?
No.
Bakit?
Because it is obviously politically motivated.
Kayo, 18 senador, pag mahirap ang nagnakaw, gusto nyo agad ikulong. Walang tanong-tanong. Pero pag vice-presidente ang nagnakaw ng milyon, todo protekta kayo.
These two videos expressing opposite political views on Philippine Vice President Sara Duterte went viral in June 2025. But neither is real. They popped up online after a measure to impeach the VP on corruption charges, which passed the House of Representatives in February, stalled in the Senate on June 10. The country's top court has since blocked any impeachment proceedings at least for the remainder of the year. The video featuring schoolboys argues against a Senate trial.
Because it is obviously politically motivated.
The clip of the elderly woman argues for a Senate trial.
Pag vice-presidente ang nagnakaw ng milyon, todo protekta kayo.
Both videos are AI generated and appeared within days after the Senate decision. Both got millions of views.
And they're both examples of how cheap and powerful AI tools are changing political speech online. Both videos were made using the most recent available version of Google Veo, Veo 3, the tech company's powerful AI video generation tool.
I mean, there's always plenty more fish in the sea, right?
They use the codes of journalism to make interview-style clips with imaginary people. AFP wanted to know more about who made them and why. The person behind the schoolboys video declined to be interviewed, but Bernard Senosip, who made the pro-impeachment trial video featuring the fish peddler, told us this was his very first AI video ever.
Nag-start lang po akong gumawa ng AI content. Yung nagkaroon na po na may mga nakita na po akong video content sa TikTok. So doon po ako na-inspire na gumawa. At na-inspire po ako. Bakit sinabi ko sa sarili ko, bakit kaya gumawa ng ganyang content pero political style naman siya. So, pinag-aralan ko po yung video. Then, ang ginawa ko po, nag-isip lang po ako ng senaryo. And then, tinype ko lang po. Siguro mga wala pang 5 minutes sa kapag-create po ako ng video.
Senosip also told us that he lacked the confidence and equipment to interview people on the street, the way a journalist would, but that he felt the views in the video reflected those of a typical Filipino. He also says he was aware that some people would fail to recognize his video as AI.
To be honest, opo, alam ko na may maniniwala, pero alam ko din naman po na maraming
Senosip says he has a full-time job, and though he made a little less than $200 from the millions of views the grandma video got, that wasn't his goal.
Kikita ko sa video na yun eh. Kaya ako ginawa parang hindi ko inisip na kaya ako gagawin yung video para kumita. Ginawa ko yun para ma-express po yung nararamdaman ko.
This video of schoolboys supporting Duterte was also made using Google Veo 3. You can see the barely discernible watermark in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. There was an AI hashtag as well, but it was easy to overlook when viewing the clip on a mobile phone. There also happened to be visual clues pointing to an AI-generated image. In one clip, there is unintelligible text on a boy's shirt in an awning. Another boy has unusually smooth hair and teeth.
These kinds of clues have helped journalists identify fakes for years, but be careful, they're disappearing as AI generation tools improve. Despite its being fictitious, the video was shared by Duterte ally Senator Ronald De La Rosa, who said it proved young people understood politics better than adults. And when the false nature of the AI video was pointed to De La Rosa in the comments to his post, he stood by his statement. As journalists cover the internet, we've seen the many ways how AI is used to generate content that feeds off real events.
For example, when AI images seeming to show real disasters spread quickly, obscuring authentic ones. And when false headlines proliferated around the South China Sea conflict in a clickbait ad revenue scheme.
But those images and false headlines can be fact-checked. The dueling man-on-the-street interviews falls into what digital policy expert Jose Miguel Enriquez calls a gray area. And when it comes to regulating for misinformation online, social media platforms and AI firms alike aren't sure how to handle this kind of content.
For example, OpenAI decided that in the lead up to the US elections, they were going to disallow people from generating deepfakes of real people. The problem with the case in the Philippines is these man on the street interviews, they are fictional people. They are not real people. Someone can argue that this is not essentially disinformation in the sense of making someone say something that they did not actually say. As these use cases expand to micro-targeting and emotional manipulation and influencing public opinion, AI companies will need to rethink their self-imposed policies in terms of using their AI systems for political and electoral purposes. It's not just going to be deepfakes anymore. It's not going to even be just about disinformation. It's going to be about influencing public opinion.
Google Veo, like other AI generation tools, places a watermark on videos it makes, but it's barely noticeable and very easy to crop out.
Enriquez says companies like Google, OpenAI, and ChatGPT are considering an additional safeguard called cryptographic provenance, which would tag all AI-generated content.
So even if, for example, you crop a video to remove the watermark that says Veo or even Sora, for example, there will be underlying information or metadata within that file that will say this was generated with AI. And ideally, when social media platforms publish this content, they will recognize that cryptographic watermark and the label should kick in automatically.
For now, though, labels on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X remain optional. In the case of the pro-Duterte Vox Pop video, it was only after third-party fact-checkers tracked down the original that the AI label was added.
And responsibility still lies with consumers to check their sources if they want to know whether what they're seeing online is authentic. For more, visit AFP Fact Check or check out our YouTube channel.